Hi everybody, this is Heidi for AllFreeKnitting with another free knitting video tutorial for you. Today I have the Laburnum Stitch, which looks a little bit like cable knitting with some yarn overs included. So if you want to do something that looks a little cabley but breathes a little more, this stitch is right for you. The laburnum is a stitch that was new to me when I swatched for this video. To do this stitch, you cast on a multiple of 5 stitches plus 2 additional stitches. So in this case, I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 stitches. And in this swatch, I have 5, 10, 15, 17 stitches. So this swatch has 3 repeats of the laburnum motif, and the demo I'm doing will have 2 repeats. To work the first row of laburnum, you're going to begin with your yarn in front and you will purl 2 stitches. Then, still with the yarn in front, we'll slip 1 stitch, bring the yarn to the back, so between the 2 needles. Then we will knit 2 stitches together as if they were 1 stitch, catching all that yarn. And then pass the slip stitch over the knit 2 together. Now here's the weird part about the laburnum. We're going to do a double yarn over, but we're going to do it in reverse. So normally when you yarn over, you bring your working yarn toward you and over the needle, but we're doing it in reverse. So we're going to come around the back of the needle 2 times and then bring your right needle to the front to purl 2 stitches. So purl 1, purl 2. Now let me show you that sequence of 5 stitches again to reinforce that backwards double yarn over. It kind of sounds like we're doing gymnastics, but once you get the hang of it, it's super easy. So with that yarn in the front, slip 1 stitch with yarn in front, bring the yarn to the back between your 2 needles, knit the next 2 stitches together. Whoops, let's do that one more time. We'll knit the 2 stitches together, and then we will pass the slip stitch over the knit 2 together and yarn over twice in reverse. So go around the back of your needle twice, bring the whole mess to the front, and end with a purl 2. All right, so that first row, like I said, was a little bit of knitting gymnastics, but you'll see in this next row what we're building to make this beautiful stitch. So turn your work over and start by knitting 2 stitches in the next row. All right, next we've come to that reverse double yarn over. So to work the 2 yarn over wraps, we're first going to purl into the back and then into the front of the yarn over. So since we're purling, the yarn will be at the front, and we're going to purl into the back of the yarn over. So coming through that back piece of yarn, we're going to purl and bring that loop off the left needle. Then we're going to purl in the front of the second wrap of the yarn over and bring it off. Then we'll do a normal purl 1 and a normal knit 2. Now that sequence of 5 will repeat with a purling into the back of the double yarn over, purl into the front, and end with a purl 1, knit 2. So now you're totally out of the woods on the laburnum because the next 2 rows of this stitch are really simple. So the next row is simply purl 2 to start, and then we'll just repeat knitting 3 and purling 2 for the rest of the row. So knit 3, purl 2, knit 3, oops, and purl 2. And then for the last row, we're going to do the opposite of what we just did. So we're going to knit 2, and then purl 3, knit 2 the rest of the way across. So purl 3, knit 2, purl 3, knit 2. All right, so that was the 4th row of the laburnum. And so now this is the base of that stitch pattern. And if I show you the finished swatch I've got here, you can see, if I turn it the right way, of course, you can see that 1, 2, 3 of these cool little bird's eye shaped things are being formed. And they have this really nice cable style twist to them with a yarn over. So it's a little more open work version of a cable, and I think this would just make a gorgeous pullover sweater. So that was the laburnum stitch, and as you can see from the close-ups, it does really look a lot like cable knitting. I think this would make an amazing motif in a cardigan, especially for spring or fall. So if you like this stitch or this video, give us a like, comment if you have any questions for us, and subscribe for even more free videos.